What's up, YouTube? This is Randy B, Sanford, North Carolina. Just want to give you an update on my cattle panel wind protection corn trellis. In the earlier video, I showed you how I planted a seed in every other square in that cattle panel. And as the corn grew up, I would raise the cattle panel with the height of the corn and tie them off on the ends with that wire. So far, it looks like it's doing pretty well. Actually, I just raised it up today, so we'll see how that goes. It seems to be standing up pretty good. This is a prototype, so this first time. Never seen it before anywhere else, so I figured, hey, give it a shot. As long as I'm out here, I might as well give you a view of my garden. Over here, I have my sweet potatoes. It's called Sweet Potato Corner. They're going to grow up that cattle panel trellis. See, they've got the watering system connected. Hopefully those guys will produce some good sweet potatoes. Over here I have my Charleston gray watermelons, neatly encased in the landscape fabric. Also, I have the drip system in there. I'm a firm believer in not coming outside and watering this stuff in the summer when it's hot. I believe in the drip system. Drip, drip, drip. It's my motto when it's 100 degrees out here in the summertime. So those are my Charleston grays. Right beside them, I have my Jubilees. Grew them last year. They gave me some pretty good production. And again, drip, drip, drip. Let me show you my cabbage. Been in here a while. It's starting to tighten up. Nice heads. I believe within the next 8 to 10 days, I'll be eating me some good cabbage. Sunday dinner right there. Sunday dinner. Cabbage, some potatoes, Boston butt. Man, what you talking about? That's good eating. Over here, I have my crimson sweet watermelons. They're already trying to jump out of the wine barrel, whiskey barrel, whatever you want to call it. They're already jumping out, trying to run. Look at them. Look at them over there. Trying to jump. Trying to make their way out, make their escape. Over here I have Moon and Stars watermelon. I'm actually fascinated by this plant. The melons take on the same spotted colors as the leaves. That's the Moon and Stars. Isn't that beautiful? It's unusual to me. I've never grown these before. Moon and Stars. And there you have the watering system. I ain't playing about this heat, man. I get off work, get out of my truck. I'm going to the house in the AC. I can come out here later in the evening when the sun goes down and look at things. I know it's taken care of. Over here I have a tomato plant. I planted too much in another area. They were too crowded, so I moved it over here, put it on the drip. My sugar babies. Got them on the trellis, going on up and up, moving on up. Hopefully I have some sugar babies dangling from that bad boy. Another sugar baby. Another stray tomato plant. Trying to flower already, little booger. This is my yellow brandywine tomato. It's got sort of a potato leaf, if you ask me. The leaves are different from other tomatoes. They're going to be orangish yellow in color. Let me bring you over here to my prized possessions. Here we have my potatoes. Those two in the front, those are Yukon Gold. Those four in the rear are Red New Orleans. And look what we have here. It looks like a flower. So you know what it means when you see a flower on your potatoes. That means they're making potatoes. Got some over here, ain't quite open yet on my Yukon Golds. So they're flowering up, they're doing well. Looking good. By the way I planted these potatoes, I put 4 inches in the bottom, 4 inches of soil in the bottom, compost. I put 3 potatoes in a triangle. I put 5 inches on top of that and put 3 more potatoes in the opposite triangle and cover them on up to the top. Not gonna be doing all that grow, cover, cover them up, grow, cover them up. You know, that's too much work, man. I do enough work at work. Only difference is it's just gonna take a few more days to come up, a little slower. The reason why I put them in a triangle so they didn't interrupt each other on their journey to the top. I just filled it to the top immediately, watered them, and forgot about them. And boom, look at that. A mountain of potatoes. Hopefully I'm gonna be grubbing on them this summer. Here we got my Clemson spineless okra. If you notice, they're coming along pretty well. Notice the stem colors. The stem colors on your Clemson spineless are green. If you can see that. Over here, I have some Jing orange okra. Notice the stem color on those are red. Like a bright orange red, a deep red. Well, the okra is going to take on that same color. So I'm going to have these bright orange okra next to my Clemson spineless. Here I have my tender green, burpless cucumbers growing. Behind them, more cucumbers. I forget the name of them. Something 52 or something. Anyway, I got peppers growing in front of those, so they're growing well together. Here I have some Jimmy Nordello peppers. Look at them. The boys is jumping. See if I can find any peppers on there. Yeah, there's a pepper right there. See that pepper? Yeah, getting going early. Here's my tie-dye tomato plant. It was big when it was little. She going on up the trellis, making her merry way on up the trellis. Besides that, I have a Pantano Romano tomato. And beside that, steakhouse. That's a big old stem on that steakhouse. Let me get in here and show you these stems on this steakhouse. Look at that. Some big old monster stems. They supposed to produce big, fat heirloom tomatoes. Moving on. Here are my Japanese long cucumbers. Well, look like they making use a little water. Yeah, they're gonna climb on up the trellis. There you go, the water system coming through the back. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna be out here in this heat. Be in there drinking some lemonade or whatever's cold in the fridge. Hell's Best cantaloupe here. And these are another type of honeydew melon, followed up with the peppers in the front. I used to put my peppers in containers. I'm like, I got all this extra room. Why am I putting them in containers? This space ain't being used. So that's what we got. Lettuce. Sun got to it, kind of beat it down. We're going to recover it. We're going to water it down and put it in the shade a little bit. Some more moon and stars. My fascination watermelon. Look at that. Some pretty babies. There's gonna be some good eating there. Some more sugar babies. I'm gonna let them babies dangle on down to the ground. Run a little bit, however far they want to run. Maybe might not even be able to walk through here this summer. Zucchini. Got them on a mountaintop. Sitting up there high above the garden. My headliners. First thing you see when you walk in my garden. Some more tomatoes. I got some slightly almost finished compost as mulch. They're looking good. Watering system, soaker hose running through there. Some more tomatoes. I ain't worried about the tomatoes. I know they're gonna grow. I'm gonna have tomatoes in 30 days. So that's what's going on in my garden. Let me give you an overview of the garden as a whole. You know, you got to find the sun. You know, I studied and watched and figured out where the sun was going to be where. And that's how I designed my garden, with the walkways and the pebble stones and the rocks and the, you know, looks pretty good. That's garden therapy, buddy. Garden therapy. We all need a little garden therapy. So that's what I've got going on this year. 2019's garden. Got my little fire pit. Light that sucker up at night. Oh, one more thing about my corn trellis. This corn is already blown over 2 or 3 times as seedlings. Hard to keep corn up. But since I've raised it, I haven't had any problem. And one thing I wanted to mention, whenever I raised my corn, picked my corn up after blowing over, what I did was I got me some black cow manure. Instead of grabbing the dirt around it and pushing the dirt up around it that was already there, I used some black cow manure to post it up and straighten it back out. That way you're feeding it, giving it nutrition, and standing it up at the same time. That's a one-stop shop right there. But yeah, if you're going to be doing it, picking it up anyway, you might as well give it some nutrition. Sweet potatoes. Oh, forgot about y'all. Look at that. I ain't forgot your sweet potatoes. Sweet potato corner. Watering system. Rubber trellis. And that, my friends, is it. This is Randy B. Garden Therapy in Sanford, North Carolina. I'm out, y'all.